You want to lose fat. You want to get lean, crisp, have those six-pack abs. Do not go on a diet. Instead, do this for me. On 2 to 4 days of the week, you bring calories down rock bottom. I'm talking death calories, starvation calories on 2 to 4 days of the week. This is what happens with chronic calorie restriction. People signal their bodies that they're starving. I don't care if you're only cutting 200, 300, 400 calories every single day. It's every single day. You can never eat the satisfaction. You can never give your body what it truly wants. On this program, on this routine, on the other hand, you're allowed for the remainder of the 2 to 4 days of the week to eat to your heart's content. If you do not overdo it, if you get the ratio of low to high calorie days right, you will feel like $1,000,000 mentally and physically. That's right, your gym sessions will be incredible. Play with this routine. This works much better than chronic daily calorie restriction done for months on end. And the results will be in your favor. The results will be much better aesthetically, performance-wise, mentally, and from a lifestyle perspective. You only truly enjoy life when you go through phases of deprivation, phases of massive restriction. And then you come out and then you live like a normal person. You still work out, you still eat clean, you get your proteins, fruits, and veggies in, but you're allowed to go out to eat. You're allowed to eat enough, more than most people. Believe me when I say I can easily put away 3,000, 4,000 calories in a single sitting. This is not difficult, not challenging for me. But I always put in the work first, whether that's in the gym or that's at the dinner table. Calorie restriction, fasting, done strategically, is always part of my routine. So play around with it, try it, and then realize that even if you have the perfect routine and you're losing fat, you're losing weight, your muscles come alive, they're visible for the first time in forever maybe, there will still be days where you feel like utter trash. Take yesterday, for instance. It was a beautiful day like today. I woke up, did my workout, my morning process. Highlight of my mornings is always my Bible study. I did that, hit the gym, spent some quality time with my beautiful wife. I'm the luckiest man alive. Then I went to our foundation, did some work there, played some soccer with the kids, and then dinner time rolled around. And I had some rice and chicken, some pizza. It was a great dinner. Still a calorie deficit for me, but it was a great, very satisfying dinner. However, this is what happened yesterday as I enjoyed dinner. I'm biting down on some chicken thighs. There was like this piece of bone in that chicken thigh. And I break off a piece of my tooth. And I'm devastated, man. I know what kind of extra work this brings with it. I now have to go to the dentist. I now have to get this tooth fixed. I now have to spend money on stuff that obviously I don't care for. Yes, I do care about my health and well-being, obviously, but it's a pain in the ass. It's a pain in the butt going to the dentist, doing all that stuff, perhaps needing multiple sessions at the dentist to get my tooth fixed. Frustrating. Annoying. Painful. However, even in these moments, you gotta realize, just as I realized yesterday and specifically this morning, that God is always sovereign over our lives. That means God is always in charge of your life, of my life. Yes, you have free will. Yes, you're free to choose whether you take a step to the left or to the right, but make no mistake, your path has already been given to you. Your path has already been chosen for you. Now you get to choose whether you walk in God's steps for your life or in your own ignorant steps and short-sighted ways. So yesterday when I was frustrated and angry and I was just having a bad time, I realized, you know what? I'm still grateful. Still had an amazing day. I'm still blessed with all these things. My beautiful wife, my family, my beautiful home, my body that's working perfectly for the last 38, almost 39 years. I'm gonna be celebrating my birthday in 2 weeks. So I've been around the block a couple times and I have very little things in my life that I can complain about. Very few things. Now this tooth, one of those things. However, I quickly realized I was being a little bitch. I was being a little ungrateful bitch for wanting everything to go my way. Believe me, most things in my life go my way because God and because I make them go my way. Like I told you, you still have the choice whether you go left or right, whether you do this or that. I choose wisely. I choose in sync with God's plan for my life. I am walking in alignment with what God wants me to do. Now, what does this have to do with fat loss? Everything. Do you think God chose you to be fat, sloppy, tired, slow, with tits sticking out of your t-shirt? Do you think this is God's plan for you? I can assure you it's not. Now, you might be going through a period where you have to deal with these things, but it's still on you to choose what to do with it. You can stay there or you can move past it. You understand? You have the choice, you have the power to stay in misery or move past it, move towards the vision that God placed inside your heart. You always saw yourself. Not always, but you had instances in your life, specifically when things were going very well for you, where you saw the capabilities, the possibilities that you had in life to do this, to do that, physically, financially, relationally. God gave you a glimpse of what is possible. Now, did you ignore it? Probably. Now, do you have the power to change? To make the most out of every day that God gives you, whether you break off your tooth or you're having a perfect day with no issues and only wins? You already know the answer. The power is in your hands. Let's get it. Power is in your hands, my brothers.